Mm. Wow. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Welcome back. Today I want to talk about something that most people never hear. But before we get there, I need to make something very clear. I don't want your likes. I don't want your subscription. I don't want your attention. I don't care what you do. You want to skip this video, you want to jump out of it, go watch another one, and then 10 seconds after, watch another one, and perhaps keep watching all these fast paced content to damage your brain. I don't really care. I know that you are already broken. But if I can grab a little bit of your consciousness and bring you here and let you become aware of certain things in life, well, I will do attempt, and this is what I'm doing at the moment. Therefore, you can only listen to me if you're present. You can only understand what I'm going to transfer to you if you're present. Now, to become present, take a few deep breaths. Just relax. Let go of the tension and simply allow me to pour this awareness into your consciousness. Now, the title says Self Improvement, the biggest society's mass murder weapon. To understand self improvement, first we need to go a little bit deeper. We gotta observe the mind. And when you observe the mind, you realize there is two minds. One, primitive mind. Two, modern society's mind. You live all your life in the modern society's mind. You never, almost never embrace your primitive mind because you've been told that your primitive mind is inferior. You've been told that your primitive mind is not civilized. You've been told that your primitive mind is very instinctive, and instincts are not good. The society keeps feeding you self improvement, 5-year plan, 6 months program, the future you, the profit, the goal, a better version of you. All of these things, and you get confused because essentially you are still rewired with your primitive mind. And your primitive mind keeps telling you comfort, low risk, all of these very basic things simply is satisfied with comfort, simply is satisfied with not doing much. Your primitive mind is very simple. It's all about belongings, it's all about security, it's all about safety, it's all about very tangible things. But then the society keeps on pushing you toward this self improvement. Why? Because self improvement will bring insecurity, self improvement will bring compliance, self improvement brings disappointment. When you know that you are one action away from making it, when you know that you are one shot away from the dream, you keep on complying to whatever shit that is throwing at you. You go to work, you simply sell your soul to these corporations just because you want to make it out, just because you want to become popular, just because you want to be famous. Look at this social media. Everyone somehow creates content to go viral. Everyone wants to grab someone's attention, and if they get millions of attentions, then perhaps they become famous, popular. So they put up all this show, this circus of let me grab your attention and make it big. And there are hundreds of creators out of perhaps millions and millions that you see and you think you want to be them, and you don't see the other millions that they're just like complying to this nonsense and keeps on doing this nonsense until one of them again hit the lottery, become famous and popular. So you keep on doing it. You keep on going into this circle of maybe one day I make it big. Maybe one day I can do all of the things that I want to do in life. It keeps you insecure. You always know that you're not the best version of yourself. You always know that you can do better. You always know that there is some sort of knowledge out there that can give you that advantage that you need to become a better version of yourself. Therefore, you stay in this insecurity, you stay completely in agony, because your primitive mind is not insecure at all. Your primitive mind is like, bro, I got you. Simply, you put me in a survival mode and I will show you the way. You simply put me in this most basic primitive place and I will take care of you. I will help you to stay alive, no matter what. I promise you that I will bring all my instinct out for you to access, to actualize yourself, even though I'm primitive, even though at some point in the future, perhaps you need to get rid of me too. But at the moment, you don't need more than that. At the moment, the more primitive you get, the healthier your life becomes. Because the modern mind perpetuates the idea of future. This obsessed way of thinking put us in a situation that we cannot really become aware of our present strengths. Primitive mind gives you present strengths. Maybe you already are doing so many good things in your life and you can't see them because you always want another version of yourself. Maybe you're already very confident in one section in your life and you seek confidence in another section of your life. Learn from your present strengths. Your present strengths should not be overlooked. Your present strengths are the ones that will help you to take the next step. But your future idea of you will never allow you to take the next step. Because there is no next step for future. There is always another step. The next step is the one that you have to take your foot, put up and put on it. And you're like, no. I want to spread and stretch my legs so high up to go 5 steps. Because I can. And then this can moment will keep you in that state that your legs are open, but you actually don't have the strength to go above. Have you been in that situation? Have you tried to go jump steps? When you put one leg on the 5th step, you only reach it. You never can lift yourself to get there. That's what society is selling to you. That's what the modern mind is selling to you. The next big shot. But not the next like low shot, you know, not the next immediate shot. What you can do in your immediate present is available to you. It's just right there. But you put yourself in this whole future. You stress yourself out, you go through this anxiety, you just simply get attached to the things that doesn't exist. It's just very immature for a primitive mind to attach to something that doesn't exist. And your brain is still a primitive brain. You gotta realize this. You haven't gone through this evolution to be able to go through this modern era that we are going through. Therefore, some of us has to evolve this poor brain to be able to get to the next stage of this human experience. Somehow we can free ourselves. But no, most people don't want that. Most people don't want to evolve this brain gradually. Most people want to just go at it so hard in this lifetime to just make it. But if you look at big picture, if you look at beyond this modern society that you put your head in, you will realize that your presence is equal as any other human being existed before you. If you understand this, you understand all. You will realize that what you are living right now is simply a magic. A magic that we haven't discovered yet how it has been shaped. Millions of ideas, millions of religions, millions of gurus, none of them speaks the same. But yet, they touch upon something very tangible. It all says, embrace this goddamn present moment. There is no enlightened being out there that can attach him or herself to the idea of improving. Self-improvement is simply dehumanizing. Self-improvement is simply a brainwashing technique. Now you want to get your brain washed over something that you will never achieve, or you let your brain washed by me for something that you can achieve right now. I think my product is much better. So, buy my product. Discover your current strengths. Discover what you're good at. Embrace those things. And if you don't know, then perhaps work on that instead of improving yourself. Meditate. Simply sit and observe this mind. Watch it. Watch the primitive mind. Watch the modern mind. It's so easy to distinguish between these two minds. Don't let anything influence you, please. Even this channel, at the end, is some sort of tension. and drop all the tensions and just go sit with yourself, meditate. Then the rest will be taken care of. But that meditation is needed. That observation is needed. That realization is needed that, yo, life is already sorted. Don't don't stretch your leg too far. Take the easiest actionable step. And the most easiest actionable step, I always say, is 1 minute meditation every single day. That's it. If you're already doing 1 minute, increase to 2. If you're already on 2, increase to 3. But if you are not meditating, look, the easiest way to get onto this stream is to just observe it first. Look, when you go by the river, what happens? You don't see the stream first. You see the river. When you look at the river, you see the stream. Look, I just want to point your head toward the river. I just want to show you the river. The rest is up to you. The rest is clear. The rest is just simply jumping into. Let's not talk about it. But that comes on its own. First, turn your head around 1 minute every single day and observe this present moment. Observe this river, this stream of consciousness. Observe this possibility of being in the moment. That's it. No improvement. Nothing is needed. Only the primitive mind sits there and perhaps overthinks. Because the primitive brain is being brainwashed for the past how many years of your life, I don't know. But I know that if you are born in the last century, you're messed up. You're really messed up. Now that I know you're here, perhaps like and subscribe. You know, comment something. Tell me about yourself, whatever it is. I want to know. Because this side of me is that influencer, you know. This side of me is like, create this communication. Because if you don't, why am I doing this thing? Right? But make sure that you are here only for yourself. If you are liking, if you're putting a comment, if you're subscribing, you just like pity helping me. You know, you're like, okay, beggar, take this coin, leave me alone. Let me just work on my own zone of interest. Don't let me to grab your attention, just like drag you down to tell you you're insecure, you're shitty and things like that. Look, I honestly love you so much that I have to go through this agony. This might sound very paradoxical, but that's how it is. If I can awaken one of you, I've done my deed. But I don't know, it's just like hard to awaken you. Yeah, this one was a good one. I enjoyed the video. I think I will do a little bit more of this style, just like give a little bit of introduction and things like that, because that's what people like, or at least that's what the modern mind is seeking: a structure, discipline, all of these things. But let's just focus on our own inner community, our own small community, and just be present with each other. If I am just like making some of the videos might not just like fit right with you. Don't think too much about it. Oh, like, why Mammy is doing this stuff or Mammy is doing that stuff, because I simply have to reach out. What we are working on, it should not be forgotten. What we are working on is that simply that meditation, right? We agree on that? Meditation. I want you to meditate, and I want you to let me know that you're meditating, because I will keep you accountable. I will hold you accountable. Not even physically, spiritually, I will hold you accountable, but you have to create this connection with me. If you don't, it's really hard for me to create that connection, right? If you create the connection, I promise you, awareness will jump into your life. Awareness will be like, whoa, I'm here. What now? We'll take care of it. So, I send all my love, gratitude, everything I can to give you good, positive energy to go and work on yourself. Not improve, just simply sit and watch. Because only growing is enough. No improvement. Just grow. You take care of yourself, and ciao.